And so I've been putting in there things about team building and I'm on, today I put in day 3, and it's all based on Christian beliefs. But the stories that they tell around the scripture has nothing, I mean, it has to do with the scripture, but it's just telling about what's happened in people's lives when they're building their team. And so it basically says that a team does not mean the leader. So it's pretty neat. They're reading that. My goal is to start getting them to communicate with me and each other and share their experiences with Juice Plus. So I'm enjoying it. I think they are too.
Did you say a team does not need a leader? Is that what you said?
No. A team. It's not all about the leader.
Oh,
Right.
Not all about, if I said that, I misspoke. It's not all about the leader. You know, you have to have a team of people, and then synergy comes in. And so today the lesson was on synergy, about building a team and being a part of a team. Just pretty cool. I don't have time to read to you what I posted, but it's very nice. So just trying to get the team pulled together so that they know. And you have to understand, I have a team member from Omaha, Nebraska, one from Alabama, one from Houston, Texas, and one from Blanco, one from Aztec, New Mexico, and then one more. So there were only 3 of us, me and Nyla and Heather are in this locality. The rest of them are in other states.
yeah, and
So
it's going to keep growing. And that's why you also want them, when they're ready, to get in the bigger chats, whether it's Team Take Action or Team
right. And I post those in our box too.
Other
Yeah.
in those chats.
Right. And
So
so I've been posting.
I wanted to add real quick, this morning I was on Amy Getz' leadership call, and I was helping her with her team, her leaders find their one word.
Nice.
And then after I spoke, Dana Popham spoke, and she was talking about the book, The One Thing. Do you guys remember that from a couple of years ago? And Jarrett had bought the book, and I think I don't know, I have it somewhere. I got to go find it and go back to it. And yeah, I think Doug, you had told us about it too. But she said, when the idea is there's one thing, if you focus on that one thing that's really going to move your business forward, or your life, or whatever it is you're applying it to, but she was applying it to the business. And that one thing, when she really narrowed it down, because her husband asked her, what was that? And I remember getting stuck thinking, what is the one thing? Like, there's so many one things that impact our paycheck, that impact our business. It was really hard to narrow it down. But she said when they discussed it, and she really just took the focus way to one thing, it was team and building team. And that was the biggest encouragement. That was the biggest thing that was going to impact, people's excitement. And it's true, new team members just bring a level of encouragement that, a refresh, I guess you can say, and they push you into learning, and really you want to train them right, so you find the information yourself. But she said, so if there was one thing that was making the biggest impact that they're going to just focus on, is getting new teams. So one of the words that she used was recruit, but she wasn't super happy about that word because it kind of has a negative connotation. But I was looking through the source, and enlist means a lot of the same thing. And I thought of you guys as the Ferrari, that went well with that side of it too. But yeah, there were so many words that go along with enlist, like attract, call up, call to arms, have joint interest, join up, incorporate, gather, all those things that we're thinking, that we want to gather people together because our impact is so much bigger. So that's funny that you said that, Darby, that was your word. And then that's what Dana was talking about too. But I think, like, how can we really seriously, like, what if this year all of the focus goes to team, like getting new team members developing team, helping them develop team, not necessarily just get customers, because that's the byproduct of normal activity is customers, but a whole lot harder is going to be getting that team member. So I just wanted to share that with you, Sharon.
That's awesome, because you know what? Today, actually, all 3 parts are about team. So that's going to be good. So first, we're going to talk about how Doug had a lot of courage in inviting to the team. Then we're going to talk about the quick start method for starting a new team member or showing them a little bit before they even get started. Then Stacy's going to help us to blitz, so we can invite people to listen to either the first part of the summit, which is for team, or the second part, which is for prospects to join the team, for them to get an idea of our community. So that's good. We're on track. So
Good.
let's talk about team today.
How fun is that?
Yeah, we're just going to always think about how do we apply this to getting team and growing team. And part of why we have a lunch and learn at all is to keep people around the campfire and to create a sizzle and to create community. So this is part of team building. Any event where you have people, whether you have a salad in a jar party or one simple change at your house, a lot of times people join the team after that. So the other thing is that you can bring new or older team members here, and this is a great place for community. Doug, you're screen sharing? Oh, you got your text. Okay, Doug's gonna share.
I was trying to get the phone going, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
You can do it, honey.
I could do it on my laptop, but not here. If you talk a little longer, I'll get my laptop.
Okay, well, I'll reiterate some of my stories. Actually, I have a couple of stories where I mentioned them on Voxer. I don't know if everybody got to hear it. So one of them was about my OBGYN, and it's this way with pretty much every doctor, okay? They're not just gonna sign up, they're not just gonna become distributors right away. And if they do, you know, everybody needs more exposure, more education. That's why the lunch and learn is good also. So to feel confident, to build belief, all these things, right? So my OBGYN, I've put, you know, I mean, you're in there for an exam once a year, okay? Luckily, because there's something else extra wrong, right? So once a year, you get your shot at talking to the OBGYN. And so, and you really don't want to be there. So you have to like figure out, you know, and just listen. And so a lot of times my OBGYN is so unhealthy. Like I think one year, I forget what her thing was, but she got diabetes or like it was a new year and a new disease or disorder. It seems like every time I see her. And, you know, she's out delivering babies. She's not taking care of herself. So at some points she had the shake, some points she had the gummies, done 2 lunch and learns with her. We've even talked about the business, but she's just like not very solid. Well, my gist of my Voxer message was when you see someone you know is very unhealthy, not taking care of themselves, they're giving the breathing mask to everybody else but themselves. Those people, they're not going to take the time to take care of themselves. You have to be that person that like interrupts their life boldly. You can even say, hey, order Juice Plus from somebody else. I don't care. But, you know, you have to know the heart study, I think, where people had the Big Mac. No, they didn't have the Big Mac. Sorry, it was called Big Mac Attack on WebMD. They had 2 hash browns, 2 McMuffins, and that actually constricted their blood vessels 40 to 60%. But with Juice Plus, the trio blend, it basically eliminated the detrimental effect of the high fat meal. Their blood vessels were no longer constricted. So you can't take people out of McDonald's necessarily, but you can help their elasticity, right, of their blood vessels. So when I see somebody who's overweight and they've got all these other things going on, I think walking heart attack. That's just like, I listened to Pam Popper way too much in the past. And she said, you know, you may not have the symptoms, but if you're eating and acting like it, then you are a walking heart attack, right? So anyway, I come from that. I don't say that, but that's where I'm at when I'm thinking of these people. So I'm a little more bold or persistent. So anyway, but sometimes you give up too. I mean, my hairdresser, oh my gosh, have given up so many times, but then she lures me in to talk about Juice Plus again. Just drives me nuts. So there's certain people that absolutely need Juice Plus, but they won't listen. Well, she's one of them. And she called me, and I thought it was a butt call, because why would she call me? And so anyway, she had an actual heart attack. And she had not a heart attack, she had 99% block, and she had open heart surgery. So that's when she called me. She had 1% left of her. And that's when she got to that point where she's like, I'm going to need to order some of those vitamins, or whatever she called it. I'm sure she called it vitamins. And so she's like, how much do they cost? Who cares how much they cost at that point, right? But she's wondering, how much do they cost? So that's the thing. And with Doug's band director friend who we lost, that was truly heartbreaking. I could go back to Messenger right now and show you how many times I said, all right, let's get you started. Let's get you started. Let's get you started. But he never took the time. So we've got to be able to intervene on those people's health. Okay, so that was a product story, but we're switching to team now. Okay, so Doug and I are driving along. Why don't you do the first one first? So we're driving along in the car, and we're talking about how we want to build team. I don't know. We have this conversation all the time. We're always talking about the business, and talking about, I was going to the dermo office, and I had just been there and given them samples. It's great to bring samples with you. I was at the esthetician. I said, here's some samples. I am juicing her to get on the team. And then I saw the actual dermatologist in the hall, and I knew she had said that her kids had been on Juice Plus before. So I had brought her some samples. As I was leaving, I said, I forgot I brought you some samples. She was overjoyed. So then when Doug decided he was going to go to the dermo the next day, I said, I'm coming with you, because I just juiced these people the day before. Okay, so anyway, we're talking about juicing people. Okay, Elena or Kelly, samples of the chewables and shake and bars. I actually had all of it, and I gave them good stuff. But anyway, so we're talking about me getting the dermo or the esthetician, no brochure, on the team. And I don't know, we talked about Doug getting who he wants on the team. So I have said to him a million times, what about Rachel? Go ahead, Dougie.
Well, I can't believe I was scrolling back. I mean, in the beginning of our conversation, we're talking about MySpace and writing songs in like 2007. So I can't believe I never shared Juice Plus with her, at least not on Facebook. So anyway, so yeah, Sharon's like, hey, what about Rachel? That student, Rachel. Like, she's always kind of mentioned Rachel, but I've never reached out. She's the thing about Rachel and Sharon, I don't even know if you know this much about her, but she's like a brat. So I kind of prejudged that she was going to be like skeptical or whatever. And I always figure there's enough people out there that when I'm hesitant, I just don't do it, and I'll just go to somebody else. But it turns out every time when you do like the hard conversations, not that it's hard. So I just sent her this. I even blamed it on Sharon because I was a little scared. I'm riding in the car with Sharon, and she suggested I invite you to the Zoom. And then boom, next thing you know, she's open. So, she's doing the, making some, I'd have to love something to sell it, but I'll check it out. So that was the first one. Any other comments on that, Sharon?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more, because I've mentioned Rachel a lot to Doug, and for some reason he had that block. But I said, why won't you just reach out to her? And he finally was like, all right, what would you say? Because now we're in the car together. So sometimes having a buddy gives you that little, And so he's like, all right, what would you say? I said, well, you can say, Sharon's been saying all these years that you'd be great at what we do. And now we've got this event tonight I'm speaking on. And Sharon says I should invite you. So that's what he did. So sometimes you got to go to your upline sponsor and say, what would you say to this person? Because you got to kind of back up from the situation, because you don't have an objective view. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah. So if you're afraid, so if Nicole or Melissa's afraid or has one, you don't know what to do, you just text Jules and say, hey, I'm afraid to talk to so-and-so. What would you say? And they're going to tell you the stuff you know you should say anyway. It's just you needed somebody. You're not really looking for the words. You're looking for the accountability. So that was good. Hopefully that helps somebody.
Yeah, it's just a matter of biting the bullet and coming up with something to say. You know,
Hmm.
sometimes we just don't.
I don't think the other one really is relevant, is it?
Oh, so I said, well, we're on a roll.
Oh yeah.
What about your?
So we're writing in the car. See, I wouldn't do it writing in the car.
Oh yeah, tell them why.
Why?
Because you're a perfectionist.
Oh, is that what it is? Did we talk about this?
Yes. So he's waiting for the perfect scenario. He thinks, oh, today's not a good day to reach out to her because of this or that or the other. But sometimes you just got to do it. Like
I like things all lined up like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like what if she wants to hop on the phone right now? Well, that's not going to work. We're on our way to the dermatologist or whatever. You know, it's like, so I'll think of these reasons. Then, well, why not do it now? Okay. So, I mean, this girl is just some random girl I met in the dog park. And she's a server at a restaurant. She's 24. She's all yogaed up all the time. And it's like, who knows? So I just walked up to her randomly in the dog park. And so my first follow-up, remember the text message we tell you guys to use? This is it in real life. Oh, it's not the exact one we do. This was an actual invite. So I mean, and like is very common, she wasn't available. Look at that, she didn't answer. And I was getting a little worried, but then boom, we got a positive one. So eventually, she would like to explore it. Now we've gotten to the point after a little, this has gone since December. Now she's like, I'm looking for something else to do on top of this job. So I've been wanting to see what you two are all about. Let me know if tomorrow night works for a call.
Which is
Right.
tonight.
So now she's asking us for
Okay,
a call.
so you need to text her. She says she'll be done by 4. Say, hey, I just noticed you're going to be done by 4. How about 5 or 6 tonight? This is what teachable is.
Well, I don't know what happened yesterday where I was excited about the response, but I didn't answer back.
That happens to me all the time. It's like
Yeah.
4. And then
tonight I would have just tried to do the call, but what if she made plans or she was out, you know?
So you're going to ask like 5 or 6, 7 or 8, whatever. Okay, let's see. Nicole Medina. A few months ago, I met 2 people randomly who I immediately felt would be great. I reached out, both said yes, they'd be willing to look at the products and business. They weren't available that week. I've reached out to one, just to keep contact. I really like to reach out again about tomorrow. What would you say? Oh, okay. Well, Stacy's going to come up with that. Stacy's working on verbiage for the summit for tomorrow, and we're going to blitz. Okay. Oh my gosh, time's going away from us. Okay, it's 12:22. How many minutes should we blitz, guys? Because we're going to cover the quick start really quick. 20 minutes blitz? So that gives me...
Let's do 10.
Well, we might be able to get some more. Okay, so for those of you who can do multiple screens and stuff, go to thefreedomrevolution.com and print off your very own quick start. Okay, I'm going to take you there. I'm going to share my screen, but if you have the ability that you're able to do both, then that would be good.
Well, I would recommend that you only print. Oh, do you want them to do it? They're going to fill it in or something?
Yeah, I mean, they
Okay.
should have a copy. I mean, they don't have to if they don't want to, but yeah, if they're going to print anything, it would be the last page.
Second to last.
Second to last. What's on the last? Oh yeah, that's a really good page. Okay. So we're going to really focus in on systems. Now that everybody understands systems, are important. We need to know them. We need to make sure everybody knows them. Our system for helping people get started can be as easy as the Quickstart. So we're going to really work with this. And so anyway, we're going to pretend, and I think Sandra's so new. Sandra, are you still there? I would like to use Sandra, if she's willing, to help answer some of these questions and stuff.
Okay, sure.
All right, Sandra. Okay, so meanwhile, everybody else will be following along. Okay, so Sandra, I'm so excited that you are joining our team, and it's just so perfect for you. I really believe it's perfect for you from what I've learned about you. So we're going to do this thing called Quickstart. It's just an overview. You don't have to know everything, but it's just to give you some ideas and to help you get started in the best way. And it's on thefreedomrevolution.com. That's our training website. So we're going to just take it a little piece at a time. This will be more about sharing one-on-one. Okay. But first,
Okay.
I would love for you, and I know this is going to take a minute, I'd love for you to read through these people and what they have to say and see what resonates with you. Okay. So I'll do it at the same time. You take your time. Everyone's going to take their time and read what the first lady has to say, what the second, and see which person resonates with me or which things resonate with me. Okay, so we're going to take a couple minutes.
Excuse me, Sharon, Nicole over here. What did you say about the Freedom Revolution? Where to go?
We're under Quickstart.
Quickstart. For some reason, it's not uploading on my phone.
Just follow along for now, Nicole.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not uploading on my.
Yeah, it's not uploading for me either.
Okay, don't worry about it. All right,
Okay.
later. So for now, I want you guys to read these people. I'm a bad teacher. Classroom teacher would never do that. All right, just focus on the people and what they have to say for a minute and see which one resonates with you. It's so funny. I was reading these to Doug earlier, and the man ones really resonate with him, which is on purpose. I'm sure they did that. Okay, so I don't know how you guys are doing on that. So you want to ask yourself, am I doing this so I can have more community? Because we do have an awesome community. Do I love the mission? The mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. Do I want to do that easily? Do I like the stability of having a second stream of income? Do I love the idea of having those tax write-offs and return on investment, things like that, the flexibility, the fact that it is a success model? So what stood out to you, Sandra, on those?
What stood out to me was I get paid to share my story, be myself, and connect with people in a real way. And the reason why is because I'm always sharing something about something that works for me that I think is healthy. So it comes naturally for me. So that resonated with me. And also, I'm partnering with a 50-year-old company that is both stable and innovative. I know a lot of people, and I myself am this way, where, I want to know, okay, is this backed by research, or how long have they been around? Do they have a proven record of success? So I'm always thinking about that.
Good. Okay, so I'm getting to know Sandra while I hear her heart. So I'm getting an idea of what she might like. And it could lead to other questions. What do you see this bringing you? But you don't have to get in that conversation right now. And then I could tell Sandra, this is here at the bottom, the Juice Plus Foundation, Volunteers of America, Children's Hunger Fund, Boys and Girls Club, and St. Jude. So also that the company is not just about inspiring healthy living, they're about inspiring healthy giving as well. They give to all these charities as a result of people ordering. We're supporting all these charities, which is awesome. And then you can learn a little bit about the Juice Plus company just here at the bottom. They were founded in 1970. They are stable in their leadership. There's a benefits package to field leaders, and there's a strong plan for expansion and globalization. They're open in over 20 countries. They just opened in Mexico. They're doing really, really well. Okay, and we're moving in momentum. They're having their best years. Okay, so Sandra, let's talk about your first few customers. For me, so I'm going to share about me. I couldn't wait to tell my mom, my sister, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. Those are my first customers besides me and Doug. You know, we got a lot of the products. So do you have 2 to 3 people who might be willing to try Juice Plus simply just to support you and your business? People you can think of right away. And we'll just type that.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead. Tell me some names.
Well, I have Nicole as one. Michael is another.
Okay.
David is another.
Okay.
Do you need more?
No, that's good. Okay.
Okay.
So they give us a little blurb, and my job, Sandra, is to make sure you're successful. So I want to be able to help you to get your first customers and then help you beyond that. And that's really how you learn too. So what I would suggest is for me and you to just tweak this text really quick so that you feel comfortable reaching out to Nicole, Michael, and David. You don't have to use this exact wording, but let me give you the gist. Hey, Michael, could you do me a favor? It would mean so much to me to have your support on my new business journey with Juice Plus. You've probably already mentioned it to Michael. Would you be open to trying these fruit and veggie powders I'm working with? I thought this would be so great for you because you're an athlete and you want more energy, and because I know you love and support me. So if you love it, great. If not, no worries. Your feedback would help me as I'm getting started. If I send you a quick 4-minute video, would you be open to taking a peek? So you can reword that. And my advice to you would be to bite the bullet, and we'll talk about, you know, the different bonuses and promotions. It's good to get your first 3 customers right away, you know, and then we move from there. So I would reach out to Nicole, Michael, and David because those are your closest people to you. And if you need me on the phone, I'll be glad to join you. Like if Nicole starts saying, is it gluten-free, is it FDA approved, you know, this and that, you say, hey, Nicole, I'm going to get back with you. Hey, go ahead and watch that video. I'm going to get back with you. But you don't have to know anything. You just share your excitement. You ask them if they're going to watch a video for you and that you'll check back with them later. Okay, so then who else do you know who needs or understands the benefits? So needing is one thing, or understanding the benefits of added nutrition. Who can you think of that's a busy mom, or someone who's sick often, or someone who values health? You see them posting maybe about health all the time. They're an athlete, they're into nutrition, or maybe they're into prevention. Can you name a few people for that?
Marilyn is
Okay.
one name. Janice is another.
Okay.
And Michelle.
Okay, so here's another little blurb. Hey, Michelle, I'm thinking of you as I'm starting a new endeavor. I know you shared with me that you are struggling with migraines. I just heard somebody mention migraines the other day, and I'm wondering, have you ever considered how much fruit and vegetable nutrition could be beneficial? If I send you a quick video, would you watch it? I think Michelle would say yes.
Yes.
Right. So that's the point. Michelle's going to say yes. You get the ball rolling, but you're going to lean on me to help you get those customers. Okay. So then you will look at Freedom Revolution videos. There's videos on all the products and on a lot of different topics too. But you can keep it short. You can do a 4-minute video. There's some Power Garden videos that are shorter. There's Bridging the Gap, which is my favorite. That's 11 minutes. So you got to kind of match up the people with the videos. So then when you follow up, you just say, hey, Michelle, how are things going? Did you have a chance to watch the video? I'd love to hear what you liked best, or maybe what made sense to you. And then she might say, oh, yeah, it made sense. I don't get 7 to 13 fruits and vegetables every day. So then you could say, you know, after you talk to them for a while, it sounds like this would be a great option for you. Would you like to go ahead and get started? I can help you get set up, just like I did. So you add your own personal little words in there. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, but these are like good guidelines. Did you guys find this helpful? All right, we're going to move to the next page. So Sandra,
Oh, Sharon,
yes.
let me tell you that for most of the people on here, like 99%, remember whenever we're training stuff like this, I mean, it's kind of assumed that you're going to learn this and you're going to know this. The most valuable part is this is the startup guide. And like Stacy said, what if we focused on getting new team? That's how you're going to build a business. That's how you build a really lucrative business. So this is a skill. This is one of our systems, by the way. There's 10 systems of things we use. And you need to be able to do this with other people. So just remember that while you're doing it, because sometimes we can look at this and it's like, yeah, yada, 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 yada. I know this. But what you need to be thinking about is, oh, Sharon's training me right now. I need to learn how to train like Sharon because she makes a lot of money. There we go.
Okay. So, and also just know that in this document, there's a cheat sheet. Look, sponsor talking points. It's page 6, Doug, or 7? Okay. So the first one says, get to know what motivates your prospect or new partner by asking what resonates with them on this page. Okay, so it's actually in this Quickstart. You'll see it as we go down there, but it's going to help lead you through this. Okay, and the more you invest in the business and getting better or more confident in our tools, the more money you're going to make, right? Or the more comfortable you're going to be. I know sometimes people don't worry about the money as much as being comfortable. So let's get comfortable with the tool. All right. So we're going to go to the next page. And I'm going to say, Sandra, I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but this is a compensation plan. And, you get compensated from our company for sharing. It's like there's an army out there sharing, and you've got your own nucleus of people that you can share with that I don't know. So that's why this kind of business works very well. You've got your own people. I have no idea who they are, but you're going to be able to touch their lives. You're going to represent those people. That's why it's important for you to share. Okay, so there are 5 different ways to create income: title rewards, benefits and incentives, bonuses, commissions, and sales profit. And the very first part is an express track, which can go for 4 to 6 months, and then a leadership track, which can go for longer. And that's when you start getting some major benefits and bonuses. All right. But in the beginning, you're going to get sales profit, commissions, and title rewards, and some benefits and incentives like Juice Plus conference tickets. So I'm going to help you to get those bonuses as much as you want to. This is not an employer-employee partnership. I can help you as much as you want to learn. And it's really all about learning. Okay, so that's just an overview. We're not going to go over that right now. That's what you can learn over time. And then here's a resource. Just know that every Juice Plus product, like Sandra, I know you want to order the fruit, vegetable, berry capsules. Every product has a volume amount. And for all the things on the left, the volume amount is the same as the price. So it makes it really easy. Whenever we talk about promotions and we need a certain amount of volume, it really is the pay in full price of any of those Juice Plus items. Tower Garden's a little different. You're going to need to look at the charts because it's a little different on that. But the price and the product volume are the same. There's the monthly price here, the sales profit, which is 10%. And then there's 3 commission levels, 5, 10, 15. So this is just a reference. We're not going to go over all this right now. Just know that whatever product we have, you have the ability to make sales profit on it. And then as you move up, you're going to have the ability to make 5, 10, 15%. We're going to go to the next part, which goes a little deeper into that, the different possibilities. This is not an all-encompassing. You saw how big the compensation plan is, and it's totally worth it to work your way there. There's, home benefits, where in most direct sales companies, they don't have that corporate benefit package. A lot of people are aiming for that. Anyway, so there's a lot more than just these 3 positions, but this is a good overview for you. First, you start out as a partner and you pay your $52. And that's the cute part about that is it's $1 for every week, you know, of the year to own your own virtual franchise. So it's cute. And it really doesn't cost very much, not like a typical franchise. And you're going to make back automatically on your orders and any orders that you put under you, it's 10% sales profit. Okay, so for example, that trio we were talking about where it's 300 points, it's $30 you're going to get back. A quad, it's $420 for points, it's $42 you're going to get back. And that's without being at any commission levels. You're automatically going to get back money on your own product. Okay, the Tower Garden Home is worth $335, and the points or the sales profit's $167. So I told you it's a different animal. You're going to make back more money right away on the Tower Garden, but the Juice Plus is great because it's consumable, and you're going to make back money for decades to come. So it's really equal in the way they set it up. Okay, so Partner Plus, we're going to talk about that. That's the very first commission level. You just need like 2 to 3 customers. That's why those first 3 names or the second 3 names, those are important. Generate 1,000 PPV, that's promotional product volume, in 30 days with 2 different names. Okay, 2 different names of people. It could be you and your aunt. Okay, as long as it equals 1,000, that's good. So it might be a quad plus a trio plus another trio and a shake. However it lands with different people. And so you'll receive a Juice Plus Live conference ticket. You'll receive a $50 title reward. But if you're able to do it within 10 days, which I was able to do, because I was just like, oh my gosh, did you know you're supposed to eat this many fruits and vegetables? You know, I just shared those audios right away with my relatives and they signed up because your excitement is going to get them too. It's very realistic to do it within 10 days and you'll get the $100 bonus instead, the title reward. Then there's the sales profit we mentioned, and now you'll be at the 5% commission level. Okay, and then this just shows you down here that once you have 4 trios, within that, just those 4 trios, you're gonna make $170. So sometimes people say, is it worth it for me to sign up to be a distributor? Really only if you have a handful of people that you're going to share Juice Plus with. And that handful is gonna end up about $170, okay? For like 3 or 4 people. All right, and then it gives you, like, if you're a real Tower Garden person, maybe you'll make $500. So it really depends what your first month's going to look like. Second month, you're going to want to get to qualifying sales coordinator. Okay, with that, you're going to get a $300 title reward, a conference ticket for another member of your family or friend, 10% commission and sales profit again. So that one takes 4,000 PPV in 60 days. So it's good to get that other one done in a few days and then just focus on this. And you need at least 7 different names. You do need a partner on this. And a lot of times when you're sharing naturally, that partner is just going to show up because you're going to see a like-minded person who's very excited, who wants everything, or they've already told other people. And as you work with me closely, I'm going to be able to hear all the different conversations you have with people. I'm going to be able to help you identify who that one person is. So don't let that, scare you that you're going to need one partner for this promotion. Okay, and so then I talk about what all you'll receive. I already told you that. And then you're going to be eligible for a 3% performance bonus on any team members under you who are at a commission level. And so say you get 14 trios, that will get you there. With the title rewards and everything, the sales profit and everything, you're going to make like $1,000 in the first 2 months. Okay. Doesn't that sound awesome, Sandra? Okay.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, if you get 10 quads, you're going to get 1,064. So we could sit here and do the math, if you want to, but this is just, the math's already been done for you. So it's really good to go ahead and share. We call it ignorance on fire. We don't like to be considered ignorant, but it's just really getting excited, being like 10% more excited, and then giving a video. So 12 Tower Garden homes, that's quite a feat. 2,510. That one might be a little out of range for some people, 12 Tower Garden homes, but you can see that's where you can make $2,000 within the first couple months. But it's usually a combo. We're helping you to learn how to post and different things. Oh, that's me making that noise. Sorry, guys. I thought somebody's boxer was on. Can I do this? I hope so. Oh, gosh. No, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was trying to do that. Okay. All right. So anyway, here's the sponsor talking points. And it's not difficult. Then this is if Sandra wasn't happy with my calculations and she wanted to know, well, how did you get that calculation? And then we need to work it out. And you know, just more information, but also Sandra's going to get a copy of this and she can work on it herself. Okay. So then at the very end of the quick start guide, I can say, hey, Sandra, well, let me go ahead and fill this out with my email, my name, my phone. I don't know your phone number, my phone number, and let's get you on Voxer. Okay. You'll have my Voxer ID from that. These are just guidelines. So we're going to make sure your application's in and that you've received an email to get started on your virtual office. I'm going to help you put in your first order or orders. You're going to watch an Easy 8 video, set up your virtual banking and all that good stuff. Okay. So that's the quick start. That is an all-encompassing thing to help people get started. Okay. And then we can really lock arms with them. The whole point is to take away the fear and to also just make it like very streamlined for those first handful of customers. You know, we've all got them. We've all got the relatives that we can just call on, our best friend, our cousins. So that's a good quick start for getting to Partner Plus. Okay, that makes sense? Because there's a whole startup guide after that. Kelly, go ahead.
Yes, Sharon. So do you do basically their first few customers without like an event for them? Like you just help them get into their little memory jogger, their videos and excitement and just get that first, then schedule an event? Because I find that sometimes a new person, they're like overwhelmed or scared about an event.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a good idea.
You do that first.
Really focus on this quick start and just do the one-on-one, just like many of us got started, just really going to those closest people and orders right away. Then we're going to get them to an event. There's events happening all the time. They're going to get their feet wet. They're going to see what we're all about. They're going to be more comfortable having an event because they're not going to slimy salespeople, you know. So they will get acclimated, and that'll be helpful. Okay, so we're going to go to Stacy, and oh, good, Elena. Thanks for telling me which ones resonate with you. All right, Stacy's going to help us to blitz about the summit. Okay, so we're going to do the summit on this Zoom line. If for some reason you get lost and you end up on juiceplusinsights.com and under Winter Summit, that's good too. And if your prospects get, you know, there instead of here, that's fine. But we wanted to make it easy so that you could just hop on here if you want to, and you could be with us and we could chat and all that. So Stacy is helping us to blitz. We're going to invite some people. Go ahead, Stace. You want me to unmute you?
Okay, sorry, I lost my screen, just the Zoom screen. I'm going to put here in the Voxer chat, I'm sorry, in the chat here on Zoom, just some possible information or verbiage that you could use. So I would really encourage you to keep a running list of the people that you've talked to about joining your team in the past, and we like to call them hopefuls. Stephanie Ivy really attached to that one. Yeah, so a hopeful partner versus just saying prospect or business prospect. But if you keep a list of the people that you've shared with and invited, then it's not as hard to go back to invite them to to events, whether it's a health event or inviting them to a business event. And I find if I don't write it down, I'm not remembering the people that I spoke to, and I write their names down. And as follow-up, like when there's an event and I go back, I'm like, oh, gee, I totally forgot I had that conversation with them and dropped the ball. So having a list of people is important. So that's what I have here. And that's who I would start with. They're my warmest possibilities would be those I've already recently had conversations about joining my team, right? So that's the information that I put in here. I like to just start a conversation. If you put all of the information in the very first message you send to them, it looks like you're sending it to a bunch of people and it's not personal. So I would say, Hey, Valentina, I know this is last minute, but are you free to hop on a Zoom with me tomorrow at 1? So I'm either going to get yes, like what is it about? Or no, sorry, we've got a day at the zoo planned. I don't know, whatever it is, right? So if they say yes, then I know they're free. So I've got to let them know what it's about and want to try to pique their interest. Again, you're going to need to make this personal to them. But about 7 Juice Plus friends are sharing how Juice Plus has impacted their health and their family budget. And I thought you would appreciate hearing from someone other than me. I bet they answer some of the questions you may still have. Do you want to come over here and watch it with me? Or I can send you the login information. What's better for you? So you're going to get a response back more often if you end with a question. And then they feel an obligation to answer versus you're just putting information out there. So if I'm asked that, and also gets them to commit to it. So yes, I'm free. So either they're going to say at that point, you know what, I'm just not interested, or they'll say, I am available and sure, I'll come over to your house. It'd be nice to get out. Or, you know, I have the kids here today. I just won't, by myself tomorrow, I won't be able to scoot away. We can log in together. So then I would send them the information either to log in or let them know what Facebook group we're going to be live streaming in, whatever that looks like that I want to do. So if they say no, I'm going to say no worries because it is last minute, right? Enjoy the zoo. About 7 of my Juice Plus friends are sharing how Juice Plus has impacted their health and family budget. And I thought you'd appreciate hearing from someone other than me. It might be recorded. So if it is, we could watch it together this week. Again, end with a question, what's a good day for you? So I'm trying to get them again to make a move and a commitment. So if they write back and say, oh, this week is terribly busy, or they could say, probably in the evening would be better, we'll come up with the time. But at least I'm going to have some chance of getting into a conversation with them. So that's just my personal, what I'm going to do with these girls that are on my list that I have had business conversations with lately, and see if I can get some conversations going. And then if you have team members, that would look different, right? You would be inviting team members, or even a customer. So you could put in, you know, like Doug told that girl, Sharon has always thought that this would be something you would be really good at. So you could say something to that extent. Or with your customers. I know you've mentioned sharing this with your mom and your aunt, and you know, this could give you some more information of what that could look like. So you're going to make it more personal to each person that you're going to invite. Otherwise, it's just going to look like you sent it to 20 people and it's not personal. So if somebody else has verbiage that you're sending out, go ahead and put it in the chat here on Voxer. And then any questions before we start texting people?
Stacy, when you say hopeful partner invite, I missed you explaining that. Can you explain that, like what that is again?
So in my mind, instead of calling someone a prospect, then it would, we just like to say the word, a hopeful partner or just a hopeful customer. I forget what conference that was shared with, somebody said that and we liked it. I would not like to look at, I just think if I was at somebody's house and their notebook was open and on the top of it, it said prospects and I saw my name on it, like, yeah. I don't know how that would feel. So
I like that.
But if they said, it said hopeful on the top or hopeful prospect or people I want to help, you know, for customers, that's usually what I put on mine, people that I want to help, then I would be like, oh, she wants to help me. So that's just kind of even in my mind, setting myself up, walking into the conversation. Do I want something from them or am I here to serve them? And how will that come across?
That's so good. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, maybe that's why they have dream team on some of the documents. You know,
Mm-hmm.
another word for prospects who hope to join your team.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, I've never liked the word prospects. I agree, Stace. Okay, so now we're going to blitz for 7 to 10 minutes. What do you think? Should we do 7 or 10?
Can I add something real fast before we go on the time? It was too long for me to type. So along the lines, you know, you, how do you say it? Do it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
The verbiage, is that what you're saying?
No. I'm just gonna share some lines that I've been using to share for tomorrow for customers.
Good.
I've been using somewhere in, you know, in my message. This is included by being a loyal customer, or this is included because you are one of preferred customers and it's free for you. Would you like to take advantage, or something along the lines when I am doing it personalized. I do it personalized. Even when I'm blitz, I try to either change the name or do something personalized to that person, but I'm using that line for customers so they know that, oh, this is cool from our community. This is part to be part of a healthy, positive, like-minded people. We do this once a year, twice a year, and I let them know that this is included if they want to take advantage tomorrow. And then for partners that I haven't heard in a while, I tell them, you already paid for this. This is included under your $52, so why not take advantage? Or I let them know, you know, like, oh, this is so great. We're part of this amazing community, and this is free to you. You want to join us? And I know you haven't done this in a while. I know last time we spoke, you said no, but this can be implemented in any area of your life. It's a positive reinforcement, something along those lines I've been sharing. So I just wanted to say that.
Do you have that verbiage, Nicole?
I can type it, yes.
Okay, type that out because that's really good. One to customers and then one to sort of inactive team.
Okay, I love the idea of reaching out to customers also. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 minutes for sure. We're gonna go from 12:55 to 1:05. All right, and we're gonna blitz and let's see how many people we can just reach out to. It doesn't have to be perfect, but personalized. Not perfect, but do it personalized. Thank you for all the suggestions, you guys.
Very quickly, excuse me to interrupt. I want to share also for those who have Latin prospects or team members, this event will be 100% captioned in Spanish as well. Laura confirmed it. I confirm it with Laura, just in case there's no doubt.
Okay, I hate to interrupt. Once you're on a roll, it's hard to stop. Did anybody get any yeses? I'm working, and I haven't got the rest yet because they're probably working. The people I reached out to.
I got one yes.
Yay! Good, Nanette. Good. Who else? We're still working. Well, you get the gist of it. That is like the best thing we could do with our time between now and tomorrow. For us on the East Coast, it's 12 p.m. Eastern for the training for people who are already team members. Then it's 3 p.m. Eastern for, oh gosh, what is the word, Stacy? Partners. What was the word?
So we are 2 hours behind you. So if you're at 12 o'clock, then we're at 10. So when we get on Lunch and Learn, we're on at 10 o'clock.
It's the same time as the lunch and learn.
Hopeful partners.
Oh, HPs. I'm going to think of HP printing. Okay, hopeful partners. Okay, so let's reach out to as many hopeful partners as we can. Can you see how you got so much done in just 10 minutes? Imagine if you did it for an hour. You'd have at least a bunch of conversations that are happening, right? And you could just put it out there. You know, people need to know that we're in the business of helping people, and that we have events and we have inspiring healthy people, health conscious. I used some of Nicole's verbiage. I wrote free and open and all that stuff. That was great. All right. So any other comments? And hopefully you guys saw about the dream board for not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. Start collecting pictures. Okay. All right. Everybody's busy. What time and where? Vanessa, it's going to be on this Zoom line at 12 on Wednesday, the 20th. Okay. Oh, as far as the summit, it's going to be on this Zoom line tomorrow at 12 also, Eastern. Okay. For the first part. And then it's going to we're going to have a break, and then it'll run into the second part, which is at 3 Eastern. Okay. We'll see you guys then. And hello to people on the replay. Please write replay. We want to know you're listening. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Great to hear
Bye, bye.
you.
Have a good day.
Bye. You too.
Bye. Thank you.
There's my girl.
Vanessa. Awesome.
Have a great weekend, but we'll see you tomorrow probably, right?
Yes. Awesome.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.